What's up, everyone? This week, our vlog takes us to the far west of Mongolia. Megan and I got to make a trip to Bayan Ulgii, which is almost on the corner of Russia and China. And we get to see the Eagle Festival. But first and foremost, I get to hang out with my buddy Craig and his wife Sarah and daughter Annalise.
Here we are, downtown Ulgii, Bayan Ulgii. Annalise, you ready to go to the market? Here's the city center. Disaster prepared weekend this week. We have no idea what's going to happen. Anything from
a driving ban, no electricity.
I even heard they might make everybody walk out in the countryside.
life in Bayan Ulgii.
Yeah, you never know.
I'm pretty sure we drove a block. So where's the market?
On the up in there.
Up in there,
Yeah,
okay.
so we'll walk.
So we just found out from a good source that Bayan Ulgii is going to shut down the power and shut down the driving
And the water.
and shut down the water.
And that means no heat as well.
Sweet. And no, don't worry, it's just Saturday and Sunday
Stores.
and Monday.
And everyone has to evacuate to the mountains.
So welcome to Bayan Ulgii, y'all. This may be our last video. Who knows? We'll see.
Maybe our last visit.
But latest update on the disaster preparedness. So around 6:30 we heard a big loud siren, and then we heard a bunch of sirens, like car sirens, and then we heard huge trucks just driving by for, I don't know, maybe half an hour. But the power's still on, and people are still walking around town now, so maybe it doesn't start until 10 a.m. So far, disaster prepared weekend, no problem. But in the meantime, today's a big day. We're gonna go see the Eagle Festival. Super excited. We're off to the Eagle Hunting Festival, one of the most famous things in Mongolia, arguably. Greg has his hat and his boots. He's ready. He has hunted many of an eagle, or talked to many people who have hunted eagles. Oh, Meg! What? He lives a different life than the rest of us. Of course he has. Craig, when was the first time you hunted an eagle?
1999.
Last century. Last millennium. Today, where are we heading to?
Sagsai.
Sagsai. How far away?
About 80 kilometers.
All right, now we're all here, and we're off to the Eagle Festival. Sarah, have you ever been to these before?
I went to my first one last week.
And how was it?
It was really good.
Now for a road montage.
Here, they me up.
Last house on the road.
And swam.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't imagine how many.
That part right there was like, he's driving so slow, he's just
No big deal, yeah. Craig totally just went through a ton of ice. We have arrived. So we made it to the Eagle Festival. It's pretty chill. There's only like 8 or 10 cars. Yeah. So we're gonna wait for Craig because he actually knows everything and everybody. As you know, he's worked here longer than some of the eagle hunters. So do you know any of these guys?
Hello, nice to meet you. As we gawked and stared at these amazing creatures, Craig continued to meet some of his old friends. Back in the day, Craig owned his own horse, and he would often go to the countryside. You gotta remember, Craig's been going here since the late 90s. So his friends aren't just the young guys. His friends are the old guys. In fact, he knew more of the old guys than young guys. He's like, oh yeah, this is the son of so-and-so, and oh, I used to teach this guy, and it was just a blast to see Craig interact kind of in more of a situation that he's been familiar with for so many years. As more eagle hunters started to come in, we could tell that the festivities were about to begin. So we prepped our cameras and started to migrate to where the action was going to happen. It all started with a parade. Dressed in their traditional Kazakh clothing and mounted on a horse, they rode in. They circled around one of the main areas that would be the center for all the competitions. They waved their hands up and down as the eagles soared their huge, magnificent wings. And then before we knew it, the eagle hunters retired to a nearby hill to start the festivities. Oh, sure. Then he's gonna go to someone?
See this one? Yeah, he's going.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I got it. So what usually happens is first that there's the eagle hunter, and he is down on the ground right in front of us where the parade was just held. Up on the hill, there's his buddy or partner, and he has the eagle and he lets the eagle go. The one on the ground calls, screams, shows him the meat. The competition is who can get their eagle to go fastest from the hill to their arm. Sometimes the eagle hunter isn't as successful, so they just wave their hands and ride their horse, and the eagle continues to fly away. Sometimes the eagle is super fast. It just doesn't quite get all the way to the eagle hunter. But win or lose, the scenes were breathtaking. Sometimes the eagles found different targets they wanted to attack. The first event quickly transitioned into the second event, which is a little bit similar, but instead of flying to the arm, they would fly to a rabbit, dead of course, that's being dragged behind the eagle hunter and his horse, or her horse. Sometimes the eagles had to be quick, because there were other fish in the sea that wanted that dead rabbit. Here's my favorite one. First it skimmed the crowd.
Or like we'll
Then the eagle was pulled up to the eagle hunter's hand. But the fastest one, wow, that was fast. Knew he was the fastest. So after he gathered his eagle, it was time for a victory lap. That's awesome. After the event was over, we took a quick break. Megan and I got our pictures with this handsome eagle hunter and his bird. Megan's doing a great job of not looking terrified. All right. Then we were off to the next event. Sadly, we missed most of it, but I got this one clip. First, they try to pick up these pieces of cloth, and they ride as fast as they can and grab as many as they can. I'm pretty sure this guy didn't win. But this next event won't disappoint. They have a dead goat, headless goat, and it's a game of tug-of-war where two guys grab a goat and pull as hard as they can on horses. Is there any equivalent anywhere else in the world? I've got to know. Some of these tug-of-war matches actually took the riders into the crowd. Still wrestling the goat. While others almost took him up the mountain.
No, he's just leaning over it.
It finally came to an end, and they had one more match. Kind of a little last flare to show who the winner was. Is this the finals? Oh, wow! I got that on video.
There goes another one.
Are they doing that on purpose? The next event is just awesome. You have a boy rider out front and then a female rider behind him, whipping him the whole time. As the competition went on, I realized I was a little too close to the action than what I was comfortable with. Are they coming straight at us? They sure seem to. Oh. No, she can't. I'm a goner. Woo! That's great. The last event was, I don't know what else to call it, but insane. Imagine you're at a rodeo, but all the bunkin' broncos are still out in the field. So first, all the cowboys got to jump on their horses and round up the wild horses that they're going to ride. So that was the first part. Then they got to rope the horses. I imagine this is what the first rodeos were like. They actually went out, round up the horses, kind of like the barrel run simulates. Then they go out and lasso the horses, like the lasso part simulates. And then they jump on that horse and they see who can stay on. And
And here we go.
One major difference
And
is
oh, they're gone.
the crowd is
And
all around the horse
gone.
and the rider. No safety cages, no nothing. Just jump on the horse and let's see where he goes. Which made it hard to get good video, I'm not gonna lie. The Golden Eagle Festival was amazing. Breathtaking landscapes, amazing skill, and kind of a flashback to a time where man and animal helped each other survive the most difficult terrains.
Well, that was it.
Yeah.
That was sweet.
It was sweet.
I mean, okay, let's do a quick rundown of the events. Event number 1 was
They were calling the eagle.
calling the eagle.
From
So,
the mountain.
so it's like they had it to go to their arm. And what's that called? Does that have a special name?
They're just like invitation.
Invitation.
Yeah.
The invitation to the eagle. And that was pretty sweet. They had like meat in their hand, and then they flew. And the best eagles were the ones that kind of stayed up in the air, and you didn't know why. Then all of a sudden, dive bomb straight at their eagle trainer or the eagle hunter. Those were the best. And then the next one was they dragged a carcass of like
fox skin or rabbit skin.
It was definitely dead a long time ago. And then they catch it as they ride with the carcass behind them. Then the third event, what was the third event? Was that the picking up?
No, it was the goat grabbing.
Oh, the goat pull. That was
The goat grapple.
the Coke bar.
Yeah.
That might have been my favorite because you literally just had a goat carcass. They chopped off the head, sewed it up, and they just grappled over it on horses.
I was just saying goat tug of war.
Goat tug of war. Okay, and then the next one,
That was the picking up one.
that was the picking up one, where they have like these thing. It's almost like a
I think it was a piece of material or something.
like almost like a coin or something at the bottom, and then material sticking up, and they see how many they could grab in a row. And then after that,
The Kozklaj.
Kozklar. Is that the
It's
boy
where
girl?
The boy and the girl.
So this is hilarious. This has got to be like some sort of insight from Mongolian culture or Kazakh culture,
culture.
where the boy tries to steal a kiss on the horse while the girl is literally whipping the boy the whole time. And what did that one girl say? Right when she was about to do it,
Kaltekin.
which
Dangerous.
she's like, "Oh, this is really dangerous."
She fell off the horse at the very end.
Yeah.
She was
So
right.
she knew what was going to happen, and then.
Oh, that's funny.
The last event, probably the arguably the craziest and the coolest. It's kind of like bucking broncos,
Yeah.
except you gotta first catch the bucking
So,
bronco,
Yeah, first they rounded up the wild horses.
I wonder if those are wild.
and that was awesome. So they just all ran out to the countryside, went around, caught some wild horses, brought them back, and it was just like a mob. Like they all kind of mobbed around the horses. There's no gates. There's no like, okay, everyone get back. No, it was like, okay, everyone mobs as close as they can as they load the horse. Like
then
4 or 5 people are
run for
holding
your
them,
life.
and then everyone just runs away. It was awesome. And that was kind of how they ended it. And now they're having their award ceremony, but we are freezing, so we're gonna head out of here. So that's all for the Bayan Ulgii. Actually, we're not even Bayan Ulgii. We're
Sagsai.
Sagsai Eagle Hunting Festival.
Yeah.
All right, 2017. Good times.